Hi, welcome everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching Channel Messages. We do this every week with the councils, whatever council decides to come down, or whatever light being decides to come down. Usually, we receive coordinates that will take us to places so that we could have remembrance. Now, some people are asking, what is remembrance? Remembrance is a spark in you to blossom, to help you blossom, or like a seed to help you bring your lotus flower completely open, which means it could be gifts, it could be memories, it could be that they bring to your awareness what your journey is, could bring you guidance, it could bring you healing, whatever it is you really need or require that this particular day, for example, uh, for your journey. Some have re- been able to open up gifts for healing, not just for themselves, but for those around them. They've been able to then start speaking uh, or communicating, I should say, with other realms, other dimensions, with loved ones that, have passed, um, and all for the direction of completing your task that you signed up for in this lifetime. Whoever is here in this lifetime is here with a purpose to help humanity, to help us ascend, to help us bring some of this density that is in this planet, in this plane, to an end, to dissolve it, so that we can rise above everything and really get to the point where you start to remember who you really are, and how you really are supposed to be, involving unconditional love, compassion, acknowledging that there's more than what you have been shown. The pre-programming is dissolved so you can see beyond and be beyond what you have been allowed to do. With that being said, I ask that you close your eyes, take now deep breaths, and if you do not know how to do this, just set the intention to go wherever we go. I open the floor now. I have Leave and Jazz here, members. I believe Leave wants to go first. Go ahead.
Numbers that I got: 13, 42, 11, 9, light year. 13, 42, 11, 9, light year.
Thank you. Okay, it's a little different. So as soon as you started giving the coordinates, my whole body went from the sitting position to a lying down position, but floating. And I am being pulled to definitely different dimension, um, because it's not going out into space, it's more like going into different layers. That's what it feels like. Different zones. Um, so that's what's happening to me now. So if anybody has anything different or the same, please do share.
I had this sensation of being pulled straight up, just, just like whoosh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mine was similar to Leaf's in that it was when you see movies like Star Wars and those kinds of um, you see them going through light speed or going through the mega mega speed. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it was that kind of sensation with the lights, the lights in front of us formed streaming lines as you zip by.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, I'm in a nebula that I don't recall identifying with before,
Mm-hmm.
but it is very bright. Um, typically, when I see nebula pictures of nebulas and whatnot, you have the dark background and oftentimes it's blues and pinks and purples and
Mm-hmm.
some variation of that. This place, um, it's it has a jet blue background, if you will, and the nebula are vapors of yellow, lime green,
Mm-hmm.
um, and an aquamarine. It's very pleasant, soothing, but all very, very different from uh, uh, because I'm in another universe. Okay, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay.
Yeah, I'm arriving there, but I'm still just floating up high speed, of course, but I am lying down
Yeah.
like I'm able to see, like if you in those beautiful night skies in the summer, you lie down on the grass and you look up and you see all the stars and everything. Well, that's what it feels like. Like they made me lie down so I could see the whole picture.
Okay.
And I see exactly what you're saying, the colors, the very different atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels silent, but not in a fearful way, but just everything calm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I am being pulled to a certain, for like a wording, star looking thing. Um, very bright, and I'm just getting pulled that way now. Um, so I'm going by a whole bunch of different um, structures or planets or stars or whatever, but I'm just being pulled to this one particular one. Um, and they look more like everything looks more like instead of looking like Earth or whatever, it looks more like little crystals popping all
Yep.
around you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which is, you know, different than healing in itself.
And I see you going to this kind of citrine mixed with a tigerwood marbling uh, crystal.
Mm-hmm.
just really fascinating to see the different color dynamics and the different associated feelings.
Mhm.
I don't know that I've ever been to another universe before, or at least consciously aware of it.
I first of all, I don't think we've ever been here. That consciously that we know
Mhm.
of, that we
Mhm.
remember. Let me just add that. And it is gorgeous. It's just it you can't even our words are not enough. The magnificent uh, brightness and the coordinating color schemes and like you said, even the combination of the where I'm getting pulled to is like unheard of. We would never see those two together in such a weaved in type of design.
Mhm.
Um, it's magnificent. Um, mm,
What I'm getting is within the citrine tiger eye, I'll call it a crystal.
mhm,
Um, yeah, there are loud steps, um, like different levels of clouds, but they're close enough that you can step from one to another.
mhm,
And each of these steps,
mhm,
they're bigger than steps. They're kind of plateaus more so than steps. Um, gives you a chance to let go of hurt and pain that you are not even consciously aware of or
mhm,
consciously mm, it's hurt and pain that is so deep within us that we would not necessarily recognize it if we were in our own galaxy,
mhm,
let alone universe.
mhm. Yes.
Well, some of the clouds are uh, forming somewhat familiar shapes. There's a kind of a rose quartz color uh, tree, if you will.
Mhm,
Um, I can see the overall shape of the tree without being able to see the leaves, without being able even to see the branches, but that overall, it's like somebody took an outline of the shape of the tree, and that's what that what that cloud of pink, rose quartzy pink represents, in this case, something similar to a tree.
mhm. Okay.
Uh, and maybe that has to do with not looking so much at the minute detail of being able to see every single leaf, but we're being given the big picture somehow.
Mm. So don't worry about the little details so much. Worry, focus on the bigger picture for yourself and
yeah.
yeah, instead of every single word that somebody says, or to just focus more on your blessings in the detail and then focus on the bigger picture so that you're not so much in worried or in fear, letting go of those negative emotions and those negative weights that keep you down. Is what I'm getting. But,
Interest.
mhm.
It's interesting. I'm sensing Christ consciousness, but coming with a seraphim.
Mhm.
Sure why the Christ consciousness entity needs seraphim, but the seraphim's there.
Make you smile.
Mm. Ooh.
An,
Isn't
es-
that
an escort? I don't know.
seraphim is wrapping me in its wings.
Oh, leaves also getting wrapped. That's cool.
And Gabriel's come for you.
I know. I didn't want to say that, but I know. I was just like, damn it. Okay. Uh, they mean business now. This is. Ugh.
Cool.
Okay. Get down to business. That's basically what I'm getting right now. Um, yes, we are being wrapped around, we are being held, and we are being held in loving arms, whether they're wings or actual arms or anything like that is the same. Um, creating a beautiful, sacred, loving vessel
Mhm.
where we are being held in.
The Christ consciousness is saying to us that this is what we need to take back with us.
Mhm.
This experience, yes, but mm, the expression of love.
Yes.
Um, I'm sure many can relate to having some particular friend or family member that when they give you a hug, you're just wrapped in that wonderful feeling of being understood, respected, et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
And we're being asked to take that message, to take that expression of warmth and hug and wrapping and bring it back to the
Mhm.
world that we live in.
Mhm. Mhm.
You think about all of the writings that many religions express Christ consciousness concepts. And this is just such a simplistic, deep um, expression
Mhm.
that speaks more than thousands and thousands of words.
Mhm.
I think we should let Leaf pick the coordinates more often. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think so too. Because this is definitely something we all needed in the middle of winter and in the middle of the way the world is at this moment. Just
Didn't really
is.
think much of the temperature, but it's very pleasing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not overly hot. It's not cold in any way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of an extension of that warm embrace.
Mm-hmm. Yes, definitely. It's just, oof.
Hearing trumpets or trumpet-like
Mm.
sound coming from somewhere.
It's just, like I said earlier, words just can't describe this feeling, this experience. It's the knowing that no matter what's going on out there, you are being held in an embrace of unconditional love, of love that comes from way beyond, and no matter where you are or who you are, you can feel this and you can have this, and they're there. They're there waiting for you to welcome them. Oof. Mhm.
Getting the image of a shoe, of a man's shoe.
Oh, thank God. Because I was getting that image too. I'm like, what am I?
I know. I'm like, what the?
I'm like, yeah. So,
It seems like such a disconnect because um, the image, the sensation is very ethereal, and this is very concrete,
mhm. and
very
and that,
solid,
yeah, that's
very.
why I was like, wait. Okay, you guys are trying to talk to me. This is not the time. Let's, you know, let me continue with this. Oh, okay. Because I kept seeing it more
Maybe
solid, more
that, or
solid.
maybe that's a part of the key to take the ethereal and bring it in, to take an ethereal experience and somehow bring it into sort of a more physical aspect of itself. You
Mhm.
uh, to find a way to bring it, simplify. I don't know I want to say bring it on to a more concrete level, sort of, so that more people can connect with it. So that not everybody is going to resonate with traveling to inner dimensions and different planets, and not everybody's going to go there. But there are so many people out there who might not go to that level, like be able to raise themselves up to that level, but they're looking for something to raise themselves up to, and so it needs to, that what we experience on the higher realms, we need to find a way to make it more concrete enough that other people who aren't that adventuresome can also connect with, for lack of a more accurate way of saying it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Be the example. That's all I keep hearing. Stand and be the example so that others can notice the difference and realize and spark something in them and make them realize that they too can not only have that unconditional love embrace, but they also can give that unconditional love and embrace. To bring it from out there to here would mean that we have to show others by our actions of who we really are. Basically, you do the talk, you should do the walk. But there's a lot of people that do the walk and they don't even realize it. And that's just a way of making them aware that what you give, the beauty and the love that you have inside of you, that the willingness to be compassionate and love and not judgmental and stand for what's right and be that loving person that whispers and makes and speaks louder than the person who yells. Because that is how things work best. Love is not about yelling, but about quietly stating it in different ways so that others can feel that they belong, that they're seen, that they are being heard.
Now I'm getting a peacock as confirmation of what's been said as being true, and an 8-point white buck.
Hmm, okay. White buck.
Mhm.
Mm, true, true unconditional love representation
Mhm.
brings peace, brings
Strength,
mm-hmm. Yeah.
a power, but a power of true belief.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oof.
The peacock is giving us each a feather, and not to fear it's automatically regrowing. So accept.
Hmm. That was funny. I had when you were saying that, I was already putting mine in a crystal vase, one of those longer ones, clear with rose design around it, etched in it, I should say, and the feather just fits perfectly because the vase is really tall. And now the reflection of the colors are being reflected through part of the vase. Very interesting. Hmm.
The feathery aspects of the lower part of the feather act as prisms in the vase.
Hmm. Oof. Mm, 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 mm.
Listeners, we haven't left you. It's just some of this is just beyond our ability to express what we're experiencing.
Mhm. Thank you. Yeah, no, we're still here. We're
Just out there.
just out there. Um, and
My feather is in a clear crystalline vase.
mhm,
And it's that lower part that you were talking about, Marie, Jazz.
Mhm.
Um, it's just sparkling, just like in a prism with a prism like refractions, and it's
mhm,
just delightful to watch.
mm. It is. It is. That's why it's like so mesmerizing and kind of hypnotic in a way. Um,
Being asked to take each of our vases and put them, join them together.
mm. The Omni Stream. And as we put them together, there's light going straight up.
Mhm.
Kind of melting and reforming into a single face, holding the three feathers.
Mhm.
And yet we can detach them and take them with us when we leave. But for the moment, they are
They're doing a
refused.
task. They're doing a task.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. Um, for those that are watching or listening, no matter when you do this, allow that energy to flow through you because right now it's actually sending out healing, it's sending out um, unconditional love in an omni stream way, in a united collective uh, stream of light and healing and energy, blessed by divine beings. Um, you could call creator, you could call divine, you could call God. Um, but it's definitely sending it out to everyone to bring you peace, to bring you comfort, to let you know you're not alone, even if that's how you feel. You're never alone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to Christ consciousness,
Mm-hmm.
you said omni flow, and Magdalene is joining her consciousness with the Christ consciousness and creating that omni flow.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who may have been wondering where the female piece was coming from.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as as I'm seeing it at this moment, I'm seeing a whole bunch of flowers just come out and blossom and open. Just grow, blossom, and open in middle of the air, basically, I could say. Um, and I'm also getting that we need to move, whether it's going down or moving altogether. Jazz, I'm leaving that up to you.
I thank you, but I think this experience has been certainly one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's complete in and of
Yes.
itself. Not that I can't do the other coordinates, but I don't know that they're significant at this point.
No, yeah, I think that this is a whole package.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I have taken my vase
Mm-hmm.
and I held it against my heart,
Mm-hmm.
and it fused with my inner hearts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what each of us are to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's also interesting that even with the people who are watching this and doing this, as you take your vase and fuse it in your heart, um, or at your heart chakra, the combined vase remains.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Okay. So let's start coming down now. Take nice deep breaths. Don't forget your vase, people. Bring it down with you, even if you just holding it, and you may not be ready to put it in your heart chakra and have it fused there, but when you need it, it will be there with you. So let's take a breath, 5. Let's go down to the next level, 4. Take a very, very deep, slow breath just to integrate everything that has occurred today and all the healing that has been sent to you. 3. 2, you start feeling your environment, start noticing that you are back in your body. 1, take another deep breath. Thank yourself for coming with us. And open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you, everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this so that others can also receive healing and remembrance like you just did. Thank you again. See you next Sunday next Monday, no, Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Getting my days confused. It's okay. I'm still out there. And as always, we love you.